It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Of course, our daily mission is to bring you news that you can use. Today will not be an exception to the rule. Our social media handles are Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website, obnradio.com. And our 24-hour dial-in message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. Well, the players are beginning to speak out from the Big Ten. They formulated a group, Big Ten United, and the players have put together a list of demands that they are saying until they can reach a certain standard, they are not going to put themselves at risk. They've realized that with all the money that's being made, the money can't be made without the aid of the student athlete. So now we begin to have other twists and turns of the world of college athletics as it begins to unfold and go a little bit deeper each and every day, it appears. We know with the COVID situation, conferences are doing everything that they can to salvage some sort of a season, mainly in regards to get the television contract money. And it's ironic how there's really one mother lode that is dictating the flow of getting these games together. Of course, ESPN own majority of the rights of the college conferences, and these conferences now, although it was sweet when the money was flowing, have found themselves in some sort of a quandary trying to fulfill the obligations of the minimal gains required in order to receive the huge paydays. So now, will there be a renegotiating of terms and conditions due to the COVID, or will ESPN play hardball? Still, a lot of determining factors to be weighed out. Meanwhile, if you did not catch up with us on yesterday's episode of The Journey, we featured Athletic Director Donita Rogers of the Langston Lions, and she gave the updates and the information about the Sooner Conference are making provisions to have spring ball played. Some unique ways and approaches with this. Of course, it's going to be heavy laden on the conference side of things, but they're going to allow some of those teams to play a fall schedule, maybe 3-game schedule with their non-conference games, and then they reconvene in the spring where the games would count for determining who would be the 2020 football champion. So unique twists, creative flows coming from the various leadership teams on every scale of collegiate athletics. And speaking of NAIA athletics, I stumbled across on YouTube the other day the NAIA 2019 championship football game that was played. And of all places, it was played on the campus of Grambling State University. And I was very pleased with the display and the highlight of Grambling State University's facilities throughout the entire broadcast. And I was really excited about it. And from my understanding and speaking with certain powers to be, if there is a 2020 championship game to be played on the NAIA level, it will reconvene at Grambling State University's Eddie Robinson Stadium. I thought that was very, very good. It's a great way to promote the brand. It's a great way to highlight the facilities that flow throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And it made me wonder, could not other SWAC programs seek to host an NAIA championship game? And I'm thinking of some stadiums in particular that I think would be a great fit. Alabama State Stadium in Montgomery would be a good fit. Of course, Prairie View would be a good fit. Jackson State Memorial Stadium. But I really was proud to see the SWAC logo in the middle of an NAIA championship. I'd like to take this time to recognize our sponsors and supporters at the Open Mic Broadcast Network: Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, Temple of Refuge Ministries, Prairie View Athletic Club, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, Farmers Insurance of Hempstead, Texas, Diva Skin Conditioner, Helping Hands Lawn Service. Thank you for your support of our local and regional coverage of student athletics here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And speaking of championships, this is the time of the year where projections would have been made of who would finish in what pecking order. And I'm still thinking about doing something like that just because, for the love of football. And we'll probably try to break down some of that for Football Friday. I'm still contemplating on that one. Open Mic Broadcast Network is an independent network that is dedicated to local community programming featuring sports, the gospel, community news, and much, much more. It is our endeavor to keep the community informed, enlightened, encouraged, and entertained. Our continued existence is solely predicated on those who donate toward our cause. The opportunity to give is a very simple process. You can visit our Open Mic Broadcast Network site at obnradio.com, click on the PayPal button, and become a supporter today. For those of you who would prefer to send in a donation, make all checks payable to Open Mic Broadcast Network, OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network, P.O. Box 891, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading the word of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, serving the community through faith and athletics, the voice of student athletics since 2002. Although it appears there will be no fall competition throughout most parts of the nation, there's still going to be a plenty to talk about, a plenty to discover and rediscover, for that case, in the world of athletics. So sit tight, don't be uptight, and it's still going to work its way out. Don't forget, we bring to you daily content here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network with the Mike Prince Show, 10 a.m. Central Standard Times. We come live on Sundays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Carlos Brown Show is featured on Saturdays from 12 a.m. Central Standard Time to 12 p.m. noonday. Sonia Stamps with She Say Sports is featured on Fridays. We have a whole plethora of other community programming. In fact, we're working on a new release on next week. You got to hold tight for that one. We also have the Southland Report with Mr. Rob Butler, The Journey, featuring women of leadership in the world of athletics, Ms. Danita Rogers of Langston, Janet Eaton of Lloyd's University, Alyssa Burwell of Texas College, and Dr. Kiki Barnes of Dillard University. We're expanding our partnerships with various institutions across the country, and it's an exciting time here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show, the YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. I am going to exit stage left for right now. Thanking you guys so much for joining in with us on yet another day. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.